And hello, welcome all down to beautiful Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport, or as I know it, home. I live right over there. We might actually see it today depending on the departure path. No, actually I just went outside. They're flying into me, so we won't see it. But I live right over there, off the left-hand wing there. Start of those little towers. I live just short of that, closer to the airfield. Anyways, go and hop on down here. Get down into the... Oops. Okay, well today I learned a new key binding that I didn't know. Anyway, sorry. Ooh, that was... Okay, there we go. Get down in here into the flight deck, go and pull up GSX. Go and get our GSX up. We'll go ahead and... Howdy, doggy. Welcome. You're just in time as I'm about to get prepped here to fly over to Reno, California. Go and request our refueling.
Refueling truck is on its way.
Grab this. I pray
Please
that they'll
don't
put a
load
brightness
aircraft
adjust
until
on
the
the
fuel
top.
truck arrives and ask to
How you doing today, doggy? Go ahead and come down here, go to our FMGC. We're going to skip positive real fast just because I want to make sure that this isn't using a different aircraft file, which it's not. It's now using the correct config. We had that last night because I messed up. And we'll go and go over to the overhead while we wait till the fuel to get over here. Auto to that on. Ground power is flowing. Com and nav 1, nav right. No dome light needed for tonight.
Fuel truck is in position.
I'm doing well. It's a beautiful Sunday. Tend to
Please don't
fly out
load
of my home
aircraft
state,
until
doing
the
some
fuel
real world
truck
routes.
arrives and
It's always a
ask
good
to
time. We'll do auto fans off. Keep those off. Actually, we'll open up the packs just so we do have ground air attached. Get those open up. Logo steady. Engines. Chime. Seatbelts to auto. This is cargo, so we're not really impressing too many people on this flight with safety and standards outside of ourselves, of course. Kilo Papa Hotel X-Ray for Phoenix. We are at a remote stand. You can see we're not near the Air Force Terminal, we're just a little ways off. I am not a real pilot. No, not at all. I do flight simming. I do work at airports and stuff, and I've done a lot of aviation-focused games and other things for such a long time that it's kind of natural to me at this point. But no, I am in no ways a real pilot, or really honestly ever leaning into that profession. And I realize we'll go and call the boarding as well. This will do that on the left-hand side. I'm going to go and go down to our... What is it? Go and go down into our charts over here on Navigraph. I have this on my iPad, so you guys won't be able to see what I'm seeing there. East Cargo, Mike. So we're going to go and import this. We could just use the airport one, but I just want to do this for fun. So we're north 3326. Then I wouldn't say that you don't have X-Plane 12. I have X-Plane 12. It did not want to work
Boarding
with me.
requested.
I did everything I could to get that sim to work, and it just wouldn't work for me. So I gave up on X-Plane 12. I have the A300 and the A340 for Tolis over there. Dude, the game looks great for people. I see people post screenshots all the time, and it's just like, dude, I wish I could have gotten that. I did not get that. So it's just kind of what it is there. I'm just gonna delete this out. Actually, we'll just chuck this in here. We're not gonna innovate today. I'll go and throw that in. Phoenix to Reno. So we've got our payload. We'll compare this with our flight plan over here once again. So our payload is zero fuel rate of 123.5, 125.4. Or sorry, 125.3 is what we have here. 125.4 is what they gave us in sim. Block fuel 15.4. Check.
Passengers bus is coming.
And our reserves is 2.7 plus 2.3, 5.1. Yep, that all equals out. So we'll go ahead and take this. We'll get our payload. We'll get our fuel. We'll get our route in. We'll go and take another hop outside, take a look around us. You see the guys over at WFS. These are the guys who do work these flights. IRL, WFS Cargo does a lot of this work, if I'm not mistaken, at Phoenix. Go and hop back in here. Now I'm going to go back over to our EFB. VATSIM ATIS is departing 25 right. Information Charlie is current 320 for 7 knots, 10 statute miles. You did a video of me landing in Lukla and the Tollus A320 spoilers ahead did not go well at all. Yeah, dude, I can... You know, it's funny, actually. I've never flown into Lukla. I just never got around to it, I guess. So I don't think I'd be able to do it. Like, there's no way on the first try I'd be able to do Lukla. So that's definitely awesome if you were able to get the get the Tollus down in there, the A320, and even if it didn't go well, but you know, props to you for trying. I definitely wouldn't have been able to. Alright, so we're getting 320 for 7 off the ATIS. SimBrief is giving me 120 for 4, so I'm just gonna assume that's wrong. 07. I need to make sure actually that my weather isn't wrong, because I realize that could be a factor. Yeah, we're on live weather. We're on real time. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, okay, it's just giving me 320 for 07. Also, the GPWS alarms, I hit toga instead of idle. Ha! Yeah, that'll happen to the best of us. We'll go and load this in here. Route's loading, 25 right. Once that gets loaded in there, I'll throw 25 right and then let it accept. Fueling is done from the fuelers. 15.4 is in the cans. Say goodbye to Swissport. Swissport would be the fuelers here. At 25 right, 10,000 feet. We'll go and take that. Activate, execute, execute, execute. That's 25 right in there. Let's go and go to our ACARs over here on VPilot. We are cleared Phoenix off of 25 right with the Zephyr 2 departure. The Rasta transition. Dovey, which should be our first waypoint out of here. A Rasta transition onto Dovey, which is then our flight plan. And so then flight plan is filed. We'll take Bravo Tango Yankee to Keno. Since it is such a short route over to, what is it called, Reno today, we are going to be plugging in this info on the ground. So we do have the Scola 1 departure, and if I'm not mistaken, Reno is landing 17 left, 17 right. I'm pretty sure 17 left is the longer runway. Or no, 17 right. So we're just going to pick out of here. I'm just looking through our options here today. Do the RNAV E Yankee 17 right with clock. So we're going to get that in. Do RNAV E Yankee 17 right. Scola 17 Keno clock. So Keno, rooms, Scola, chime, clock. Vectors. This is why you always verify your stuff. So we're Rasta, step, chime, step, clock. That's not what I wanted to do. I want to take this. I want to move it up here. There we go. Now if we step through this. There we go. Now that's our correct flight plan. There we go. Squawking 0744. So we'll come over here. 0744. Altitude of 360. Make sure we'll request in here, get that all populated. Go and take another look at our lovely friends out here loading our cargo boxes with GSX, loading our cargo cans that we're taking up to Reno. I also did a stupid video where I landed on a very short runway in the 777 and somehow stopped. Dude, you combine big engines, good brakes, and just that type of like belief, and you can do anything, honestly. Altimeter is 29908 today. Load our uplink in here. Execute this. We'll change the cruise altitude 360. And one limit. We'll come back over to the EFB. Our selected temperature is 52. Go to takeoff. Go to next page. 52 is already in. Runway slope is 0. Runway wind was 320 for 7. Pause that real fast. We'll just double check to make sure that that is still the case. No, it is not. Now it is Phoenix 8 is Kilo. Oh no, that's sorry. That's the wrong. That's the real old. Landing rate was 458. You know, honestly, that's kind of my average. Is like in that 400s. We're going to keep 320 for 7, and we'll keep an eye on the 8 change just in case. Go back in here, go back to perf, take off. Take off, no D-rate because it's so hot out. We might actually be packs off, I think. I guess we're doing it packs on, yeah. But oh, you know what, yeah, makes sense because we don't have anyone here to really care about except for ourselves, so we can be packs on. That's always nice. So that's our takeoff. So yeah, climb, D-rate, negative, negative. Flaps 5, trim 462. It's within the it's within the area that where you can still like trim, I guess, so we're able to do it. Have you watched the movie AFO? I don't believe Air Force One, I'm assuming that is. If it is, I have not. 139, 139, 43 with the 147 is our VREF. Get that in there is 147. I'm not going to bother with that actually because it's just going to get hijacked by GSX once they get through with it. Just about to finish loading up that last can there. Still got a bit of cargo and boxes to go on here. So you get X-Plane to work for you, I take it, Doggy. What do you like to fly over there? You got an aircraft of choice that you like to fly over there? Oh, it's the Harrison Ford movie. Yeah, I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I don't think I've ever gotten around to seeing it. Real quick, Reno, so we know this is a high altitude airfield. It's going to be a airport elevation of 4,415. So we're going to scroll that up a bit. 4,400 and we'll do, yeah. That's low enough. Yeah, that's all of that. I typically fly mostly on X-Plane 12, I typically fly on X-Plane 12, mostly Airbus aircraft. So you got like the A340, I take it. You said you have the Tolos A321, or the A320. I assume you probably have the 21 as well then at that point. You fly the E-Jets or anything over there? You ever check those out? I'm just kind of doing my own last-minute final checks. Of course, is there? Do LNAV, VNAV. Something I missed along the way. Oh, dampener's on. We're aligned. Oh, flight directors. That would be why. Flight directors, LNAV, VNAV. There we go. Always something. What's up, Viper? Welcome back, man. Glad to see you. Welcome, welcome. We're just taking a flight from Reno to, Phoenix to Reno, continuing where we left off last night. And then we might actually take a ride up over to, what's that beautiful place called? We might go back to LA just to kind of finish out the route for this aircraft, but I haven't decided yet. It just kind of depends on if I do have to go take care of this one thing I might have to do. Just like some errands and stuff. Always got errands. You have the default A330, A320, 21, and 340, which are all the Toloses, and then the Flight Factory A340. Okay. Okay, yeah, like I said, I just have the A340, the default, and then the any A300. Alright, so we'll just do verifications. Flap 5, good with that. Trim is 4.6. Engine ratings 139, 139. We'll see if we have an ATIS update, because I think we do now. Yeah, there we go. We do have an ATIS update, so now this weather is actually lining up with the ATIS info. So we have 090 for 4 knots, 10 statute miles, 299 and 5, and we're still running the winds calm procedure, so we'll do that. Go back to legs, go to route data, we'll request our wind data here. Arm the parking brake, because that thing never likes to arms while we're on the chocks. Get over here. And we have people who are, I think one guy just landed, we missed his arrival. We have another guy who's departing out of here, southwest down there, so he's going to be hit in. You also have the Zebo, for Boeing you've got the Zebo 737 MAX, the 747, the 767 and 777, and the 787, so you got it all going on up there, hell yeah. Go here, we'll go to the descent page, forecast. Execute, it's going to give me the descent winds here to load in us. There we go, those are the descent winds. Execute legs, and we're back. We'll go back to our init ref page. I believe they are all done playing coy with us. We'll go and get the tower tuned in at 128.65. Or sorry, we'll go and get P50 tuned in, which is the Phoenix approach, 128.65. 122.8 for afterwards when we eventually leave his loving airspace and embrace. Lucky you said 777 and not 777. No, yeah, no, trust me, I definitely do enough aircraft stuff that I know like 777 versus 777. I'll say a lot of goofy stuff, but we know our aircraft here. Go and get the AP opened up. No fuel in the center tanks. 15.4 is our travel fuel today, so we'll do all these open at once because we're going to get the engine started as soon as we possibly can once we get this party started. Fuel pressure lights are out. We'll go ahead and go on and on to those. We'll get the anti-collisions on already because we are just going to go and start the hookup process since we can... Oh, you know what? Honestly, yeah, we don't really need a pushback here. In fact, yeah, now that I think about it, pushback. Yeah, we don't actually need a pushback here because we can just pull forward. If they tell us for a pushback, then we'll have to push back. But I work at Phoenix. I work at the airport, and they just go straight out half the time unless there's obstructions. I've never really seen them push, but we'll see what happens. I wish we had that assortment of aircraft in MSFS.
Window traffic, window altimeter 293, oops, 293, current wind 170 at 3.
You won't be able to hear my engine sounds too well, unfortunately. I don't know why. Between the 7.3, the A300, they all have different audio
wind
values.
170 at 3,
and
2019, code
it
red.
just kind of causes issues.
Clear to land runway 19er, and I got the altimeter 299.3, Walker 4380.
Alright, we'll make sure this is all done since we're not using GSX. APU should be good, so we'll go and go over that. Go and get the APU bleed on. Verify that our APU is generating power before we get off the
citation
ground.
70 Lima is ready to go to 1.
Go and
Citation
turn off the
70 Lima,
power.
wind variable 3,
Ground guys can
2021,
disconnect
code for
ground
takeoff.
and air.
21 clear for takeoff, 70 Lima.
Stolen the collision lights, so they disconnect those. I typically do streams when I have some otherwise goofy videos or funny cinematics. No, I feel that. That's how with videos. I take videos of like smaller other side content, and then I do streams of my more straightforward standard content. Buttered the Dreamlifter 747. Oh yeah, I know what the Dreamlifter is. That thing's awesome. I mean, I think it's ugly, but like it's a cool engineering piece. No, I believe it, dude. Dude, I mean, you gotta land everything nice. You gotta land everything nice somehow, sometime, you know. So definitely a huge kudos to you if you managed to get that down that way. Seatbelts to the on position. Like I said, we're steady. Logo. We can go logo. That's off. It's the middle of the day. 4,500 APU bleeds. And we'll just verify one more time that we do have the correct ATIS information, Charlie. Information Delta is now current 100 for 42995. Alright, we're going to call them up real fast. Actually, you know what I realized? This is a no movement area. So now that my brain has officially activated, we're going to go and start engine number 2 here. We'll make sure we're clear. Go ahead and clear the chocks. And we'll go ahead and... So we'll go and prep for
Citation
engine
70
start.
Lima. Ready contact, say altitude.
Off, APU bleed is on.
Passing 3,200
Right,
for
start.
70 Lima.
I did miss the touchdown zone completely.
Citation 70
Lima.
Make a left turn, direct eclipse, then climb and maintain, flight over 210.
Parking, these cones don't go away.
Any left turn, direct eclipse, and I believe that was 210.
I can never remember if the cones are GSX or if the cones are...
Citation 70 Lima, AFO, climb and maintain,
Starting
flight over 210.
Or if the cones are, what is the thing we call it? Oh yeah, I saw Viper. The 757, dude, the Bluebird, I'm so excited that I see that now the cones are gone, which isn't right. Someone would have gotten, like, you know, eaten by the cones, but... It is what it is. Right engine's lighting up good. Move the engine information panel up here. Hydraulic info down here. And real fast, I just want to get this information in. Second engine is offline. Or first, yeah, second engine started. Is starting engine number 1. Trip fuel is 8.3. Verify takeoff speeds. Insufficient fuel. That'll change as we get to altitude. 2.6. Engine number 1 is coming alive. What's wrong with it? Looking good there. It is hot out, 37 degrees Celsius, and trust me, it feels like it. Second engine's online. Go verify generators are good. Generator 1 is power. Generator 2 is providing power. Generator 2, Generator 1, Electric 2, Electric 1. Pitos, probes, and heats. Bleeds, auto, off. Recirculation fans as well. Overhead is good. Come downstairs. Continuous relight. Get some panel backlight here, just I'm a fan of it personally. Someone is calling me, I'll give me just 1 second.
Citation 70 Lima, Albuquerque Center is offline. Radio source terminated. Frequency change group, bye-bye.
Unigam 70 Lima.
Walker 4380, welcome to Glendale. Taxi parking the Alpha. Have a good day.
Hey, taxi in the parking via Alpha Walker 43 to take care.
American 45 Charlie Whiskey, Phoenix Approach.
Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Just want to verify, yeah, we're cleared Zephyr 2 Rasa transition via SID, expecting 3603 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is currently here. Information Delta is current.
Phoenix approach, a very good afternoon to American 45,
Taxi,
Charlie Whiskey, passing
APHX coming off,
19,000. Hydro 1 approach, able to stay 320, we have information Delta.
We definitely don't need engine or antennas.
American
It's hot as
45,
hell
Charlie
outside.
Whiskey, Phoenix approach. Thank you for Delta. Ident. American 45, Charlie Whiskey, radar contact 25 miles southwest of the Phoenix Skype Airport. Phoenix altimeter
Hey, once this guy finishes
2995.
calling in, we'll go and call in.
Do you have an approach
Um,
preference?
Let me know how loud I am compared to VATSIM,
29995, and we'll be guided by you,
dynamic
American 45,
audio
Charlie Whiskey.
testing.
American 45, Charlie Whiskey, sounds like a
Anymore.
plane. Expect vectors for the visual approach. 22.5 left.
Vectors for the visual, 25 left, American 45, Charlie Whiskey.
And Phoenix approach, Yukon 1815 East Cargo, ready to taxi 25 right with information Delta.
Yukon 1815, Phoenix departure. Thank you for Delta. 22.5 right. Taxi rear. Delta. Delta 6, Echo.
Delta 6 Echo for runway 25 right, Yukon 1815. Alright, Delta 6 Echo, so that'll be just straight ahead, and if I'm not mistaken, it's that 1-2.
Phoenix approach United 1635. Are we going to be a factor for you guys or no?
United 1635.
Yeah, so
Phoenix
Delta
approach,
6, right, not in front of us, but to our left. So we'll go
Currently
get
at
this
flight over
taxi
350,
going.
heading to George Bush. No factor. Continue monitoring Unicom 122.8. Have a good flight.
Alright, we'll continue monitoring
that.
122.8. See you
Go
United
down
1635.
here, TARA. Oops, taxi light runway take. There we go. So we are all good for taxi. Flaps 5. And take up taxi clock. Let's go places. Shaman Babula, yo! Oh, it's gone now, but I was feeling it, Shaman. I liked what you were cooking. And we're on the taxi out. Phoenix, Arizona, next stop Reno. We'll take our left right here, passing the KC-135s out of the non-movement area. And we'll make a right here on Delta 6 and we'll... Whoa there, 737. We do not have a cabin crew or anything special like that. It's just a bunch of cargo lovers here today.
American 45, Charlie Whiskey. Descend and maintain 4,000.
So maintain 4,000, American 45, Charlie Whiskey.
Man, I love the BM World sceneries. All they do is like stutter. Like my PC isn't phenomenal, but I don't stutter this much in LA. And any LA is pretty intense. I'm not gonna sugarcoat any LA. It's a pretty intense scenery. So we'll go and have some Terminal 3 appreciation here and some engine appreciation as well. To the other side, get that beautiful National Guard base. We taxi on down past Echo. beautiful, gorgeous state of Arizona itself, and back into the flight deck. Just passing past the firehouse here. See the SkyTrain going over. I think it's what the largest. It's like the tallest airborne passenger train to go over an active taxiway. And then the active taxiway is also a bridge which goes over the roadway, which was a nightmare when they modeled it. Like the autogen absolutely destroyed the terrain for that area. Same with like over to my left, you can see that's how it is IRL. Okay, actually that bridge is really, I don't know. Oh, you know what? That's actually just because it's not like rendering the ground for some reason. If I get closer to it, it'll render. But the way it's rendering right now, just because I'm not next to it, is just that. But those are bridges, and then under those bridges you can actually drive your cars and stuff. Well, we've used about 200 pounds of fuel, if I'm remembering my numbers correctly. Traffic data position. Data position. Traffic center. There it goes back. It goes all the way from the 44th Street station, which is on the other side of the airport at 26. Look at this Southwest, guys. We've got the regular station here, then it goes to Terminal 3, and then it leaves Terminal 3 past the cargo areas behind us to go out. Go ahead and cycle our flight directors again one more time. Auto throttle armed, LNAV, VNAV, flight directors are good and clear. We are
Yukon 1815, wind 1000 at 4, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
And clear for takeoff, runway 25 right, Yukon 1815. And we're cleared for takeoff, guys. We'll go ahead and turn around over here onto the runway. Landing lights on, taxi takeoff. Turn off lights are on, logos off, strobing and steady is on, anti-collision lights are on. We'll line up here on the runway. Someone is joining the 25 left localizer. No factor. And for all you guys just tuning in, we are getting ready to depart Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. Onward to Reno, following the real-world route of November 1359er Golf. As I saw it fly over my head the other day, and it looked too cool not to appreciate. So either way, that's us. We're in position. November 3159er Golf. Brakes, power to 40. Toga. Power alive. We'll recenter here on the center line. Nose pressure forward.
Phoenix approach American 45 Charlie Whiskey radio check.
My wing views
American
don't work too well.
45 Charlie Whiskey,
100 knots.
5x5 for as well.
Neutral.
Sorry, we just had a bit of an internet fart there, so I just wanted to check that we were still online with you.
If you want
American
to
45 Charlie
rotate,
Whiskey, Ocean.
pull the nose
Yep,
back.
you're still on my scopes. And American
And
45 Charlie
cruise
Whiskey,
high,
turn left heading 340, vectors flying.
Phoenix Sky Harbor,
Left
see
340
ya.
for vectors for
Next
straight
stop.
left, American 45 Charlie Whiskey.
We're on our way. Flaps coming up. Gear to the neutral position. Continue the climb out here.
American
Go ahead and
45
fly
Charlie
this.
Whiskey, the field is off your 10, 10.5
Look
o'clock.
at this angle.
13
This is
miles,
just
one
such an
inside.
angle of climb.
Good approach,
Push the nose down. Do manual trimming ourselves. Don't appreciate some more wing views that I can't actually maintain because I'm inside the aircraft. Wing views in cargo aircraft are so
American 45
difficult.
Charlie Whiskey, my apologies. Do you say you had the field in sight?
Sorry, say again for 45 Charlie Whiskey?
America
Going
45
low
Charlie
back
Whiskey,
out here.
cleared is off your 10 o'clock.
And I'm gonna
13
go
miles,
into-
report inside.
I just had to make sure my
Wilco.
drone was still attached. Last time
Charlie
when we flew, my drone wasn't attached, so I left it in Los Angeles, and it broke my entire sim.
And American 45 Charlie Whiskey,
So-
we have the field inside.
Just making sure
America
we're good
45 Charlie Whiskey, cleared visual approach. 22.5 left.
there. Flaps
Clear visual,
up.
25 left, American 45 Charlie
Cloud
Whiskey.
power is in. Phoenix, low left.
Yukon
Slow
1815,
right.
radar contact, say altitude.
And passing 4,500 for 360 for the Yukon 1815.
Yukon 1815, climb maintain, flight over 210.
I maintain 210 Yukon 1815. Normally just say like passing whatever for whatever. I really shouldn't have given him what I was going to. He knows what I'm going to because it's the same controller. But yeah. Anyways, he cleared us up to 210 because we're still going to be in his airspace for a little bit of time. I'm going to give this to the autopilot just because I want to enjoy the view that's coming up here off the left-hand and the right-hand side. Actually, reminder. Lights, lights, lights. Those can stay where they are. Now let's go enjoy some... Oops. Now let's go and enjoy some views out the wing. There we go. And off to our left-hand side there, you can see the 101, the 303. I will get us out of the jet plume as well.
America 45 Charlie Whiskey, wind 1004.
You see-
125,
sorry, you're
we
really,
got
I can't
put
get
away.
you out of it, honestly. This was kind of a poor
25 left, clear to land.
choice. There's Luke Air Force Base right there. No, sorry, that's Goodyear, actually. Luke Air Force should be... There's... Okay, here's Arizona Grand Avenue, US 60 West. There's Luke Air Force Base. There we go. That's Luke Air Force Base. And yeah. Passing 10,000. Go to flight continuous mode. Seatbelts are coming off.
Phoenix approach, good afternoon. United 7227 is checking in with information Delta.
United South 227, Phoenix approach, good afternoon. Hijacked. United South 227, further contact, 33 miles northeast of the Phoenix Carnival Airport. Phoenix altimeter 29905, and do you have any approach preference?
You can grab the ILS and runway 26, and currently we are direct Saturn.
United South 227, roger. Proceed direct Sarah.
Direct Saturn, yeah, 7226.
Alright, yes. We are back, y'all. Sorry about that. I had to pick up a phone call that I had to finish up earlier. But yeah, no, takeoff was good. Nice standard climb out, and we're just, here we go. Now we are flying out of northern Arizona. You can see we're leaving Phoenix now. This is the 17, which heads up into the mountains.
United 7227, descend and maintain 7,000.
7,000, United 7227.
So yeah, that is our next course of adventure for us.
Good evening, Phoenix.
And while we're climbing up here, we are going to go ahead and get the
Departure,
minimums in
Southwest
for the
2170 coming
RNAV.
out of taxi 5 here with Charlie ready to taxi.
Was that Southwest we saw
Southwest
back there?
2170, Phoenix approach. Good
Do I
afternoon.
watch any medical channels? Nah.
25 right.
Not
Taxi
really.
via Delta 11 Echo.
Man,
Taxi
just
via
flight
Delta 11
simming,
Echo,
then a bunch of
Southwest
military stuff.
7 to runway
44
25
for the
right,
radio,
Southwest 2170.
altimeter height.
Yukon 1815, Albuquerque Center, is offline. Radio service terminated. Frequency change approved. Bye-bye.
And radar service is terminated for Yukon 1815. You have a great night. See ya. Oop, that's the wrong. No, yeah, that was the right. Nope, that was the wrong thing. We'll break that back out into standard. We'll disconnect from this frequency here in a second. Just get 344 in.
United
Shot past
7227, descend and
344.
maintain 5,000.
5,000, United 7227.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I watched the Full House MDTV series, and dude, I love House. I remember watching that show years ago when it was still coming out. Me and my girlfriend, we just finished watching it because I told her I'd watch it again if she wanted to check it out. So we finished watching that really recently. Dude, absolutely phenomenal show. Like, just absolute phenomenal. And we'll go ahead and keep bugging up to 350 since we're off, or 360 since we're off of his frequency. We do have a Los Angeles Center online. That's 126. It's 525, so we'll go and get that tuned in. I'm using the Logitech radio panel, so you're not going to see me ever really scrolling on the panel down there. Even though I do have digital panels for like the ILSs and everything, you'll still probably see me dialing it by hand. Just kind of the usual there. And another left-hand bank. This time passing over Lake Pleasant. Hospitals will kill you. Hospitals will kill you, and hospitals will kill you. It's the most valuable thing to take away from House, is that hospitals will kill you. People don't change, it's never lupus. Everybody lies. Yeah, exactly. Everybody lies. It's always an affair. What was I gonna go check out real fast? Okay, this is what I gotta figure out. Why is this not posting in my Discord? You are supposed to... It just doesn't want to agree with me. Whatever. I don't mind. Discord bots never change. You plan on doing any flying yourself today, doggy, or are you just hanging out? Little bumpy coming out of Phoenix, but that's to be expected given the heat. And then we're coming over top of these mountains as well, so you know, a little hot rushing air out of the valley getting pushed around up and under us. No big deal though. Auto brakes 2, we're landing 17, so we're landing to the south. It's Reno. I'm not really too upset if we have to do a full back taxi. With the reversers, we land, and we'll do auto brakes 3. That is just a little sketchy, so yeah, that gives us a little bit more runway. So yeah, we'll do auto brakes 3, reversers, and I realize this never... I don't know if I ever actually engaged rejected takeoff on the auto brake. We sprinted through 3 marriages and to an affair with a dying patient, now a non-nurse. How many more have failed relationships? Yeah, dude. Fucking Wilson and his syndrome and needing to fix everybody. And then he just ends up dying of his own cancer. Tragic. Lesson learned, don't become an oncologist. VATSIM traffic off to our right-hand side there as we continue our climb up. We are pretty heavy today, if I'm not mistaken.
Dude, I'm telling you, it does it on purpose. Like, they know that we try to cover it up. I shouldn't have to move that logo that much. Like, why can't they just detect that I'm on VATSIM? I really, like, I don't like Volanta for that regard. It's like, I just want only VATSIM stuff. I want my info on VATSIM. I understand they're always going to push their stuff in front of me because it's their program and, like, it's just how it is, you know? I don't care. I don't care. I want my own... And I want it now.
So that's just it. We're gonna go and get ready to get over onto Los Angeles Center's frequency. Where are we at? We're about to be at Rasta in 2039 Zulu. What time is it now? We didn't start our clock, but we left our chrono running. Tragic. I hate myself. We'll be at Rasta in like 2 minutes, so we'll go and call in, go and transfer over.
Descend via the Angel 4, altimeter 2996 for United 230.
If I'm not mistaken, Rasta is the handoff point.
Delta 1505,
Kingman
direct
VOR
to
is
Clipper
more like
at 10,000 feet.
Delta 1505, LA Center, good day, climb and maintain flight level 210.
210, Delta 1505.
The Kingman VOR or the Kingman Airport? What is that?
LX Center, this is United 1561 with you, flight level 350.
United 1561 LA Center, good day, radar contact.
Okay, cool.
Air Force 030, welcome to Nettis, taxi to the ramp, have a good day, see ya.
Taxi ramp. Yeah, you have a great day, thanks for your help, Air Force 030.
That's cool, Air Force guy. And Los Angeles Center, hello, Yukon, 1815 Rasta, climbing 315 for 360.
Last aircraft calling, say call sign.
Call sign Yukon 1815, November Alpha Charlie 1815.
Yukon 1815 LA Center, good day, welcome.
Dude, the last 4 episodes are heartbreakers. They're so tragic. Like, it's just so wild, the ending of House. It's like, all he had to do was fucking behave. Like, literally all he had to do was fucking behave.
1815 LA Center, radar contact, and maintain flight level 360.
Climb, maintain flight level 360, glad to be here. Yukon 1850.
United 564, you're leaving
It's
airspace.
such a heartbreaker.
Advisory. Have a good day.
Hey,
See
Doggy,
you.
while you're here, tell me how my voice and audio is compared to VATSIM. Because for me, like,
United
they're 1-to-1.
6277, Unicorn
I don't know
1218. Have
how
a
it's
good day.
coming
See you.
out with you guys, and when I check it on the stream, I swear it varies. You talk to God, you're religious, God talks to you, you're psychotic.
French flight 727, wind 160 at 13, gas 25, runway 8 left at Alpha 8, clear for takeoff.
Runway 8 left at Alpha 8, clear for takeoff for flight 727.
LA Center, do you want me to contact
VATSIM audio is a bit loud, but everything else is good. Yep, that would always be the case. That is always the
United
culprit.
6277, it's just the Unicom, there is no controller online in the Oakland airspace.
Alright, I turned it down by 50%, so hopefully that makes a strong difference. You took a chance, you did something great, you were wrong, but it was still great. You should feel great that it was great, you should feel like crap that it was wrong. Yeah, dude, it's like me waiting for them to be wrong to tell them they were wrong. It's like, I'm not here to tell you I was right. I knew I was right. I'm just here to watch you be wrong. Flying over bits and pieces of the Grand Canyon now as we start to venture further out of Arizona into, what's it called? Actually, we're nowhere near the Grand Canyon. What am I saying? We're like east of Flagstaff. I realized I was like, wait, the Grand Canyon's a lot more like that. Yeah, it's a lot more brown. Don't have guarantees. Yeah, dude, that whole show is absolutely phenomenal.
Delta 1505 to center, you copy?
Delta 1505, Alexander, grab.
Oh, thought disconnected, disappeared.
Dude, my girlfriend hated that soundtrack. Every time that, like, this, she hated the music. Like, I just hated it.
FedEx, LA Center,
I think it's a
hello.
strict
FedEx
banger.
150, I am currently at 13,000 feet.
Oh my gosh, wings level. I realized I could have disabled this a
FedEx
while.
150,
Oh wait, I did
Alexander,
disable
today,
it.
I'm maintaining flight level 290.
Never mind, we're doing great.
FedEx 50, sorry, forgot my call sign.
FedEx flight 727, Alexander, with a contact, I'm maintaining flight level 380.
Let me take flight level 380, take flight 727.
Your friend's PC is slowly going into VFib. Oh, that's unfortunate. I hope your friend's PC, I hope it recovers. Okay, this is what I thought it was. So when me and a buddy drove back from Expo, I flew to Expo, flew to Vegas, Los Angeles to Vegas on Delta, but we drove back, right? And I was like, gee, why does this area look so familiar? It looks like the wasteland that we drove in. Yeah, this is Wiki Up, Arizona down here. That's why. Well, Wiki Up's actually down there in that Valley Basin right there before that bend. But this is it. Okay, I was like, why does this look so familiar? This is where they're building the new interstate corridor.
Speedbird, through the Movies Collection today, coming in flight level 270.
Because there's the branch, and then you take that to Kingman, and then, oops. And then you ride this all the way up to Salt Lake or over here to Vegas, right there, somewhere in that area. What is your favorite stream or video you've made? So I have yet to really have a favorite stream or video. I only just kind of started streaming and recording again recently. I've done it on and off for probably like this last 7 or so years with various content. Just too busy periods of my life to get started. So this is like my first real like break back into streaming and everything. But yeah. So I don't really have one per se yet. Spent a lot of my earlier streams figuring out what settings were going to work with my sim and game to even stream in the first place, because even though you're definitely going to see some texture discrepancies and some low LOD at some points or another, I'm definitely trying to get this game to run as good as I can, as smooth as I can to be streamed. I really don't like shitty quality, so it's definitely like a big point of mine to make sure that like I can both deliver the best quality as well.
Walker 4587 to Santa Barbara, altimeter 2995.
Altimeter 2995, Walker 4587.
Yeah, the show definitely has an effect, I'll say that for sure.
Los Angeles, November 7634 Alpha, 7.2 for flight level 230.
Number 7634 Alpha, this is good day, coming with
I have a feeling there's a landing disaster involved. I've got a 5800 X3D with a 5700 XT, 32 gigs of RAM, liquid cooling, and then I've got like an NVMe and no NVMe, like 2 SSDs and a HDD in here. That's just what I got off the top of my head. Left engine fire just before landing. Oh, that's not too disastrous. I'd say that's pretty recoverable. But yeah, no, I feel you don't want to deal with that right before landing.
Ready for taxi at radar at Alpha 8.
Southwest 2488, listen for good day again. Runway 8 left at Alpha 8, taxi via Golf Bravo.
Runway 8 left
coming up on Las Vegas here off our right hand side a little bit.
2488.
Good afternoon, LA Center, 750 X-ray Papa, climbing to flight level, or excuse me, to 17,000 LAX to Phoenix.
Remember 750 X-ray Papa, LA Center, good day, climb and maintain flight level 330.
Climb and maintain flight level 330, 750 X-ray Papa.
November 11963, contact circle approach 128.050.
The next one will be the Sully with the 777 with real ATC audio. Yo, what's up, Owls? Thanks for stopping by, man. How you doing today?
Center Hello American 7651
real. That'll be funny. That'll definitely be interesting to see a 777 doing the Miracle on the Hudson. Dude, I still remember that day. I had flown U.S. Airways. One of the last time that I'd ever fly U.S. Airways in my life. I flew from Phoenix to Charlotte and Charlotte to Raleigh, and I remember I was connecting in the airport in in Charlotte, and I just remember getting off the plane and looking at the TV, and all it is just another U.S. Airways aircraft in the Hudson. And it was just absolutely crazy, you know. It's like, that's one of my last memories I have with U.S. Airways. Dude, that was a time, man. That was crazy. Like I said, get off your 5-hour U.S. Airways flight, look at the monitor in Charlotte. The plane has landed in the Hudson. You got people thinking it was the next 9/11. Like, yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, how you doing today? I also appreciate you stopping by. You gonna be streaming later? I need to learn the Concorde X-Plane 12 for a stream completely from the dark. Every switch off. Concorde EMP also, but it's in French. Dude, that sounds miserable. I feel. That's insane. That's That's definitely a commitment to.
Alaska 12.
That is a strong commitment right there. Wow. Like a challenge stream right there.
128.050 left.
You definitely have to do that, doggy. If you do this challenge stream like that, you definitely got to run that.
128.050. Have a good day. See you.
128.050. You got to go.
Los Angeles Center, good afternoon. 311 Lima X-ray, direct the Palm Springs VOR, 13,000.
Remember 211.
I'm loving hearing all these guys doing VFR. It's one of my favorite things about SoCal flying. There's always someone that wants to see the Rockies or something around. I mean, that guy's way down there in Palm Springs. Which I did a flight to a little while ago, which was nice.
Is level at 13,000.
Who's behind on the stream? Oh, you're good, man. It's going great, man. I was just following up the stream. Last night I was doing LA into Phoenix, and I was going to do Phoenix to Reno as part of it. Something came up. One of the dogs was just kind of like, I don't know, sketched out or whatever, but ended up just having to take her out on a walk, so we ended up calling it short there, so I'm just finishing up that today.
310.
But yeah, it's a beautiful morning, hot in Phoenix, dry, so I'm just living my life as best I can out here.
170 LA Center, good day, radar contact.
Already did a Concorde stream, but the FS version, it's a bit easier, but I overran LaGuardia, buttered it.
I don't know what the rate of landing is for butter, where that margin is, but if you say a butter is a 225 in a Concorde, I'll believe you. But floated half of the runway and did not do a go-around. Oh no. I gotta brief that go-around. I learned that 9 times out of 10 people don't do their go-arounds because they never knew how to do the go-around. That's one of the most critical parts of flying, especially on VATSIM. The glide slope did not display. Oops, wrong side. Where's Vegas? Got none of my wing views sorted out.
Southwest,
if I'm not mistaken, Vegas should be like
Southwest 2488, wind 160.
Vegas is lower off our front. That's why I'm not seeing it yet.
Clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 8 left, Alpha 8 left.
Yeah, it's like right up here. That's why I'm mistaking where Vegas actually is. The glide slope did not display on the MSFS Concorde, and I had to manually fly it. There is clouds, and the rest is history. Yep. And that's why you got to land with visual identification of the runway always. So now we're pulling up here. So this is where we should actually see. Yeah, so there's the Vegas area's airports. You've got Henderson, you've got Las Vegas, you've got Vegas Executive, you've got Nellis, and then you've got Vegas Executive. Vegas is north, yeah. And then you've got whatever Bravo Victor uniform is down here. I don't know which airport this is, but that exists there. But this is the Vegas area coming up on us now. Yeah, see, there it is. You're starting to see that city come to life, that urban grid, urban density. Look at these winds kicking us around. I didn't actually realize how absolutely, the winds are just shifting us around. I'm actually really excited for this Reno landing because I think it's variable winds. No, it's just calm winds.
Walker 4587. Santa Barbara reports wind 220 at 7. Altimeter 299.
All of these winds, just look at once they get over those hills, those mountains out there, they just rush across these open plains.
We
rush
got
all the way to the Rockies
no
in the
specific
west.
runway request for Walker 4587.
So
there goes that one down there. Have to go to bed now. See you next time. Hey man, Doggy, thanks for hanging out so much. Appreciate you stopping by, Chad. Like I said, I'll definitely leave the VOD up, so if you want to check out the landing when you wake up, by all means, it'll be up done probably in the next 30-40 minutes, so you'll have that in the morning. But yeah, man, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you stopping by. You have a great night. I'll see you next time.
3,900.
Southwest 2488, LA Center with a contact, and maintain flight level 280.
We'll recenter our heading just in case, because you never know when the autopilot might drop off on you, and the easiest thing to do to stay on course is to immediately heading
United
select.
42 Alpha, correction, descend via the Angel for arrival, the Los Angeles altimeter 29906.
It's so windy up here. Go and hop in one of our wing views and see just how bumpy it is.
Altimeter 29903, United 412.
That's kind of a good indication of how windy it is up there. Don't say owls if you're still hanging out around here, dude. You guys got me really wanting to fly the E-Jet again, especially since I did I flew it into LA. Like, dude, I've seen everyone just dumping it in your Discord, and it's just, God, I really want to fly the thing again. So I might be picking that thing up later. I want to get back in the A300 this week because it's been a little bit, but that's kind of on my mind, is that E-Jet now. These Vegas winds kicking us all around here.
Delta 1505, descend with the rounders to arrival, runway 8
Starting
right.
to shift against us a little bit. They were pushing us, now they're going to start shifting into us.
Descending via the rounders to arrival.
FedEx 150, descend with the rounders to arrival, runway 8 right transition, Las Vegas altimeter 29903.
Descend via the rounders to arrival. 8 right and 29903 FedEx 1000.
Delta 1505, just to confirm we have runway 08 right.
Las Vegas area below us.
Affirm, 08 right for the RMP approach.
I can't actually see, I can see Nellis up there in the north. The clouds are perfectly, man, look at that, like, you can just see how it's shifting around. There's Vegas. There's Harry Reid right there. There's 19 left and right. There's 26 left and right. There we go. There's the strip right there that kind of runs along it.
28 the center. Good afternoon. Descend via the Ironman 2 arrival. The Los Angeles altimeter 29906.
Descend via the Ironman 2 arrival and 29906. Thank you. 528.
Definitely be envious of the guys who are flying eastbound today, because those guys are getting some really good winds pushing them out of here.
Right arrival, yes.
United 42 Alpha, sorry, second.
Just to be sure, please confirm runway 24 right for us, 42 Alpha.
United 42 Alpha, runway 25 left.
Oh, runway 25 left, United 45, thank you.
LA Center, American 2813, passing 10,000, full on 3,000.
American 2813, LA Center, good day, come and maintain flight level 350.
Kind of maintain flight level 350, American 2813.
Los Angeles Center, just go on the ground at Las Vegas. We got our PDC, we're just asking for radio check.
Disco 1, LA Center, good day, radio 555.
Thank you, sir. We'll be contacting you shortly for text.
LA Center Delta 792 climbing through 10.5. I'm going to be the Oka 5 departure.
Delta 792, LA Center, good day, come and maintain flight level 350.
Low climb maintain flight level 350, Delta 792.
American
Saturday,
7651,
United
descend via the
1071,
Rounders
32
to arrival,
for
runway 8 right transition, Las Vegas altimeter 2993.
2993 will descend via the Rounders arrival with the 8 right transition, American 7651.
Southwest 484, Oakland Center is offline, frequency change approved advisory, have a good day, see ya.
Frequency change approved. Have a good day. Thank you for the service. Southwest 484. Saturday, United 1071, 32 for 350.
United 1071 and a center, good day, radar contact.
Oh, look. Oh, wow. Now those winds have kicked up like an extra 25 degrees or 25 knots. Oh, that's because we're hopping over the mountains. That's why. As we leave Las Vegas behind and we start to peek over these mountains just a little bit, winds are going to shift a little bit, kick us around. But no big deal here.
Walker 4587, wind 190 at 5, runway 25, clear to land.
190 at 5, runway 25, cleared to land, Walker 4587.
Frontier Flight 727, Oakland Center is offline, frequency change approved advisory, have a good day, see ya.
22.8, Frontier Flight 727, see ya, thanks.
United 1071, descend to the Sizzler 3 arrival, Palm Springs altimeter 2989er.
Send me the Scissor 3, United 1071.
And for you guys who are just tuning in, we're about halfway to Reno, California here. Just
Yukon 1815, Oakland Center is offline, frequency change approved advisory, have a good day, see ya.
And over to advisory frequency for Yukon 1815. You have a great day. See ya. And as he just said is here, no one is controlling Oakland Center at the moment. Hopefully that just changes. We do have like 30 to 40 minutes before we'll hit our descent. Probably more like 20. But yeah. Beautiful time over here as we pass over the American Northwest into Reno. And for all of you guys who are just tuning in, you're watching us get kicked around by these winds over here coming from the west. See, we are slipping and sliding every which way over here. And we're back. We are back. We're going dialed down. I think it was master at 6400. We're gonna bug all the way down to 4400 because it's runway elevation. What the? Oh, wow. Okay, that's working now. Auto ATC Oakland Center. Okay, guys. This is cool. So I'm going to pull this up real fast so you guys can see. So here, you can see my VPilot client now. We have this auto ATC which got sent to us, right? Because there's no, as you can see, there's no SoCal online, right? So they got this sent to us. Auto Oakland 8 Air Traffic Control. Descend via the SCOLA 1 arrival, which is what we have filed. Reno altimeter 3006. So that's awesome because we can get this back up, right? Now, I already know my altimeter 3006. Our plan is already to descend via the SCOLA 1 arrival. So now, I mean, it's going to descend anyways because we have a TOD and everything, but like now, just like if you didn't know, you have this reinforcement of what you should be doing, what arrival, and what altimeter to expect, which is awesome. That's huge. That is game changer right there. That's awesome. I am so happy that I saw that. I still wish there was a NorCal approach, but we still take those.
we're just 40 miles to our top of descent here. Winds kind of have steadied out. They were gusting between the 10s and the 15s, and then the 15s and the 25. But it looks like they're stable 29 off the west front for us here, so that's nice. Go ahead and get the TAF frequency for Reno up here. $118,700. Oh, you know what? I literally had the chart up with the tower frequency. Could have just looked at my chart. Tower frequency at most smaller airports is normally the CTAF because it's the only tower frequency. At bigger airports, you have to figure out what the priority tower is. And 20 miles to the top of descent. Well, looks like the Olympics are finally over tonight as well, or last night. U.S. taking home 40 golds, 44 silvers, and 44s for the grand total of 126. China taking 40, 22, and 29 for a total, 40, 27, and 24 for a total of 91. And then Britain for 14, 22, 29, 65. So yeah, we were number one, all things considered. For all of you guys who are just tuning in, we are about 15 miles from our top of descent into Reno, Tahoe, California. As you can see, we got a lake up in front of us, and then I think it's actually, I want to say it's that smaller lake is where we're going to be going. descend about 10 miles from our top of descent. We'll get ready to start getting up ahead here, but we're basically all pre-set up and ready to go from there. And ladies and gentlemen, we are at our top of descent. SoCal Center just went offline. Go and take it up here. Seatbelt on, even though we don't have anybody in this bird besides ourselves. If we go right through this door here, as you'll see. Just the galley. I'm gonna go back in there. Go and get flight recorder on before we forget that. Details. $143 plus 5, $147. I'm not too worried about the winds there. It just messes up the entire... Like, it won't mess up the descent calculations too crazily. Actually, wait, no, I realized that's what I need to do. Because that actually does the handoff proper. Yeah, see, now we have the deviation for the altimeter, so when we actually hit 18,000 and swap over, it should basically be seamless now. We are going to fly this in with the terrain radar on. The reason being is there's just a lot of terrain. And we'll go and brief the go-around procedure now. Go-around procedure for Reno, Tahoe. Go-around climb to 13,000 on track heading 167. We're going to keep this in for now. On track 167 to 18 to Zachby. From Zachby, we track 183 to Yukon. Yukon, we track 127 to Yarku. Then Yarku is where we climb and hold and continue to climb and hold until we can rejoin the the approach pattern. We're clock 210, mandatory 10,000. Yeah.
This will be fun. I've flown the Twin Duke into Reno. We'll see how this holds up. Once we get down there. Have the air cargo. Yeah, like I said, we'll be in on 17 right. I, for one, am excited for this. Oh, come on. They can be, sometimes, man, they can be brutal. And Reno traffic, Yukon 1815 descending Skola 1 to join the RNAV 17 right, Yankee arrival. Dude, that's gorgeous. That's crazy. There's just whole mountain towns that exist down there. Yeah, so like I said, Reno coming up off our left-hand side here. We're going to arm the speed brakes, reverse or auto brake 3. Let that solve itself. $60 feet below the intended path, that can be corrected pretty easily. See, yeah, we got like terrain 11,000, lowest 5,000. We got a lot of high terrain to work with here. We're gonna enter into, if I'm not mistaken, we'll literally swing around this mountain. So there's a lake on the other side of that mountain, right? That's where the airport is. Right, so that whole white tip mountain, there's like Tahoe Valdez, and then all the way up in Reno's on the top of it, right? So we're going to fly in and swing around this mountain and land. It's going to be pretty cool. Just opening up Flight's recorder, making sure we do have our flight recorder plugin running so we can view this awesome landing. We're going to tune a backup ILS as well. So for the ILS Yankee 17, right? The ILS is 167, 167. And the localizer is 110.9. So we have our backup ILS tuned. We're doing the RNAV approach, so we'll use the RNAV minimums. No descent path after OK. That's fine. Alright guys, this landing is going to happen pretty quickly. Yeah. So we can see Yarku 13,000, that's the exit and hold area for the go around, and then we can just easily cycle back in. Like I said, you're starting to see all these mountains come up here and pop out at us. 18,000 feet. So you see, watch this. When I go into altimeter, it should just be like, it should be basically right on, because this we have like this 40-degree deviation or 40-foot deviation. That should account for the difference in altimeter. Yeah, seeing it's only up like 60 feet. So I think you basically just swing with this river, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, it's a really cool approach that I definitely we're gonna have to be on top of our speed for this one. Like I said, this one's definitely gonna be a fun approach. I'm probably gonna actually be microphone muted for this approach just so I can record it as well, but this is definitely gonna be a fun little approach. So yeah, we should get close to seeing the city off the left-hand side here. That looks like it right there. Alright, let's get back on the flight deck, get a little bit more focused up because I know I'm going to need it. $13,000, we should be about 10,000. What is the elevation? Yeah, we're 10,000 HEL. Go ahead and do fixed lights. Go ahead and go to continuous relight. We'll do our turn-off lights already on. We'll get our... Honestly, we'll leave as is for the rest. Wind is pushing around just a little bit. Go and get a full ATIS readout while we have the time. 090 for 6 statute miles, scattered 150. We're already past that. 3006. Okay. Once we hit this engine decel point, I think we're going to decel straight to 210. And always fun when your game freezes right there. There we go. That was a freeze. Yeah, we'll drop down to 210 on the speed. That's coming in now. Start pre-decelerating. It's not happy now. Decel phase. Flaps 1. Flaps 2. Like I said, this is all going to start to happen pretty quickly now. Speed of 210. Clock, we're supposed to be 210. After that, we can resume our own speeds. that should be the airport. Yep, that's Reno right there off of our left-hand side. We do have the airport in sight finally. Get those reversers in. It shouldn't be... Okay, never mind. It might actually be required. We might actually have to ride the spoilers all the way in. That being said, go ahead and bring this down to 190. Bring this down to 180. 180. We are not. We're going to do the gears.
Caution, terrain. Caution, terrain. Caution, terrain. Glide slow. Glide slow. Caution, terrain. Caution, terrain. Glide slow. 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 Glide slope. 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 Glide slope.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Reno, Tahoe, California. Flight time about an hour and 32 minutes on the clock. Go ahead and bring back up the lights, turn off lights, we'll go ahead and get the APU on. Strobe on. Landing of 277 feet per minute there. We were horribly low on that approach basically the entire time. Like, that was so bad. I was worried about it being too high, and then I just dropped down off the face of the earth. Like, I definitely messed it up. It's time for a hell dive. Yeah, after I do some stuff, probably like 10-15 minutes maybe. Flight director's off, LNAV, VNAV off. These can go to the off position. Those can come off. Go and cross the runways up here. What is this, like the northwest? I don't even know what this parking is technically. It's just not labeled. I'm gonna call it northwest parking. Oh, it's cargo. That works. Okay, cool. So we're northwest parking, cargo. No numbers, so we'll just say 60. That works for me. And then we'll use DHL, DHL. This is National Air Cargo, so we'll just... Okay, we'll just change the spot entirely. Do 62. Show the spot activate. It's like I know it's WFS at Phoenix. I don't know who it is anywhere else. APU's on. We're going APU gen over that. APU bleeds and bleeds coming off. Recirc fans can come off. cargoes, retractor Trino. And we'll go and speed up past the Air National Guard base. You see they got some Seahawks there. We'll just got cool things. Power on through here. Yeah, I'm not going to bother running the recorder. The approach was low, it was ugly, it was bad. I honestly should have gone around, but it's kind of lazy in the go around. I just didn't feel like doing it. But yeah. So we are just going to get to our cargo spot up here. See why it was asking me about. Oops, sorry, I'm looking at my tablet over there on the left-hand side. Yeah, I see why it was asking or trying to give me DHL for like everything. There's a self-storage right there? That's so cool. So now that I know, so I'm pretty sure it's that one right there where everyone's sitting. Oh wait, dog, guy's right there. I'm going taxi on in here. Oh, okay, I thought bro was giving me the X already. I was like, dude, there's no way. Basically right. Yeah, you should have stopped me there. Whatever, dude, we're stopping here. Engine 1's and 2 off. Generator off, electric off. Collision lights off. Steady. It's hot in this aircraft today. He's telling me to come left. Well, guess what? We're not going to do that.
The boarding requested.
We're going to deboard this aircraft. We're going to set some chocks in here. Request ground and air so we can get off the APUs. It's hot. Dock dampeners off. IRS nav off. Down to 10,000. Zero this out. Ground power is available. APU generator off. APU off. Leads off. Research. are staying on. They're offloading our cargo now.
Crew to boarding starting.
Going to disconnect from VATSIM. Auto brakes disarmed. LNAV, VNAV, all of that up there is good. 6. So we used, yeah, basically all the trip fuel. 8.6. Lights off there. I'm curious about something. So that's what it looks like right now, but I guarantee you if I use the other setting, sorry, I just gotta see something. They did such an awesome scenery pack sim. Legal. That's what matters. Yo, what the f... Whatever that's going on there. Anyways, y'all, thank you all who came and hung out with me today, finishing up the flight from Phoenix to Reno. Definitely a busier flight compared to yesterday's flight over to Phoenix, which was pretty quiet to ourselves. I don't know where we'll be flying tomorrow. Might do something else tonight. Just kind of all over the place. But yeah, thanks and see you.